Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am Zoya, a second year MBBS student at a government medical college. So during my Neet preparation days, I remember Ramadan being one of the toughest phases. The energy levels keep fluctuating, your sleep schedule gets completely messed up, and at the same time you have this huge exam coming up which is like will be deciding your future. I remember being confused about if I should prioritize my ibadat or I should prioritize studying. I was confused if I was doing enough or am I wasting the time, because at this point of time we have like really less time left, like 2 months 60 days, which is very less, so you cannot afford wasting a complete month. But then slowly I got into the rhythm, I got hang of it, I understood when I am able to perform better. So I did get into a schedule, and I think that really helped me stay consistent during the month of Ramadan. And in this video I will be sharing with you all my exact routine that I follow during my preparation in Ramadan. Now this might not work for everybody because everybody performs differently, but you can use it as a base schedule and then curate your own schedule depending upon whether you prefer studying at night or in the morning, that is after Fajr or after Iftar. So let's get into the video. We will divide our routine into two parts, the active part and the passive part. Now in the active part we will keep the learning process, okay, the reading of any new chapter or the learning part, the part which involves a lot of active learning. And in the passive part I included the MCQs and the mock test analysis. Now the active part is when your body is most active, that is usually after iftar or after fajr or seher. And in the passive part, which is in the afternoon, your energy levels really drop down and you have almost zero energy. So at that time you can just solve the MCQs or do the mock test analysis, or even you can revise your mistake notebook. So let's get into my schedule. Okay, so I used to wake up really late, like around 11 to 12, between 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. Then after waking up, so this time I was giving my mock tests, 2 to 5. I used to have my mock test, and if any one of you is not giving mock test, I would suggest you to start giving mock tests right now. At least you should give 3 mock tests, 3 full syllabus tests in a week, because that is very important. Question practice is a must. So after waking up 12 to 1, I used to revise for the test. Okay, I used to go through the formulas, revise my mistake notebook and all of that in just 1 hour. And many a times I also used to revise my inorganic in this part, because inorganic is something which is very volatile. It is a very volatile subject, so I used to revise that right after getting up. Then 1 to 2 p.m. I used to get ready for my prayers. Then I used to leave for the exam. Now 2 to 5 p.m. I used to give my mock test. Now when I did not have a mock test in the 2 to 5 p.m. slot, I used to either review biology like directly from the NCERT. I used to revise biology, or I used to do a lot of MCQ practice, or I used to do the mock test analysis. Now depending upon my energy levels, if I were really exhausted, then I would just do the mock test analysis, but if I had good energy, then I used to review biology, and sometimes I even used to practice physics MCQs, because that is very easy. You just have to revise the formulas and start doing the MCQs. Now at around 5:30 to 5:45 I used to come back home, and then I used to come home, pray, and then until iftar time, 5:30 to 6 or 6:30, I used to do the analysis of biology or chemistry when I had energy. If at that time I was feeling exhausted, I used to cancel this out and I used to do nothing until the iftar. I just used to lie down, and after doing the iftar I took a long break until 10 p.m. because from the whole day you are so exhausted by not eating anything. Then you have your iftar and then it's like, okay, you need some rest. ऐसा लगता है कि अब थोड़ी देर के लिए कुछ नहीं करना है, you just want to take some rest. So I used to take a break until 10 p.m. without any guilt, and इसी time में I used to do my other prayers and I used to have my dinner and all of that. Now the real study session used to begin from 10 p.m. I already told you I used to prefer studying at night. So 10 to 2 I used to have my first study session, and in this session I used to study physics only. Now the reason being, directly after the 10 p.m. thing, I am full in my stomach, I have food, I have a lot of energy, my energy levels are very high. So I used to just practice physics in this time. I used to revise the physics, I used to solve MCQs, I used to understand the concepts which I was not perfect in. For anyone, I would also suggest this: after you are having your meals, try to do something which requires a lot of energy or something which is difficult for you. Then I used to take a 30-minute break after 2 a.m. Breaks are very important. I used to take a break, and after that break I used to have my study session number 2, and in that session I used to do either chemistry or biology. Mostly I used to do chemistry, physical chemistry or organic chemistry. And after that I used to have my suhoor and then pre-fajr and then go to sleep. That was my whole schedule. You can see here, at least there are, you will get around say 6 to 8 hours of study, which is not bad, along with some breaks in between. So the energy levels are also maintained. You won't be feeling a lot exhausted, but at the same time you will be able to maintain your study schedule. Now sometimes I used to skip this study session too when I felt very exhausted. That are small changes which you can make on your own. And initially this used to feel overwhelming. I used to feel that I won't be able to do so much, but slowly I got hang of it, and the schedule went pretty smooth according to me. Now if you want to study after Fajr, you can do that in the time where I am sleeping here, 6 to 12 p.m. You just eliminate the sleeping part and you do your study session 1 over here, right after Fajr. That was it for this video. I hope you will benefit from this video, and the only purpose of making this was to show you that it is possible to balance Ramadan as well as your studies. I hope you will benefit from it, and if you are new here, then do not forget to subscribe to my channel. There are hardly 2 months left for the examination. I wish you all the very best. Keep studying, and also check out my short series where I am talking about the strategy for each subject separately. That was it. See you in the next one.